let's say if I ask you top 5 metal bands, more
Ever?
recent, like what have you been listening to metal wise?
Jesus Christ.
I'm putting you on the spot. I had to write mine down.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. I'll just go on Spotify just to look.
Yeah.
I mean, recently, Landmarks.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
That's like a post-hardcore metalcore band from France.
Mm-hmm.
Funny enough, the guitar player is the same guy in a Chunk, no Captain Chunk.
I did not know that. Who are putting out new music recently as well.
Yep.
First time in forever.
Dude, it's just so good. The vocalist is insane. He's like perfect.
Yeah, no, you showed me, you shared me 2 songs, and I don't know why I didn't add them on my Spotify yet. I need to do that right after the show. But they're really fucking good. I really, really like the songs that I listen to.
Dude.
Super diverse, all over the place.
Yeah. They have like these songs where it starts super pop punks with clean vocals that are insane, and then it goes to like a heavy hardcore, like beat down, 2-step stuff, and then like the super like heavy breakdown with like gutturals, and everything is top notch. It's crazy, man.
It fits though. That's what impressed me the most. I'll have to check out the rest of the music to see how that holds up. But those 2 songs were definitely super eclectic. Like a lot of elements that you wouldn't think would necessarily fit together. Like you would take 2 separate riffs, like in the beginning and the end of the song, and you'd show them to someone, and they'd never be able to tell it's the same band. And somehow they make it work, and it actually flows. Flow is a big thing for me, and they have it, man. It's cool, especially considering what they're doing.
They're definitely great songwriters, and the vocalist is able to do like fry vocals, highs, lows, gutturals, singing. He does rap on the side. He's doing French rap, and it's fucking good. That's crazy. I just love the guy.
Yeah.
I mean, I've watched a few live videos too, and they're perfect. There's perfect live too.
It's the style of band too that I would like to see live. Actually, I bet those guys are really like super into it and put on a really good live show.
Great energy all around. Man, second band, these days I've been listening to a lot of Loathe.
Yeah.
Because I'm a big Blade Runner fan, and like the new album by Loathe
last one
is like a atmospheric, like electronic album with like no vocals, no guitars, no drums, and it's basically like Blade Runner music, and it's so good.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I tried getting into Loathe a few weeks ago. I listened to their album before that and was pleasantly surprised by like I kind of skimmed through a few bits of different songs and found a bunch of bits that I was like, oh shit, this is heavy, this is cool. But I couldn't get myself to pull through an entire song. I have a hard time with the more atmospheric side of it, which even comes out in their regular songs, right?
Yeah.
If you can put it that way. I don't know if we'd call it their regular album versus their electronic album, but
yeah, there's definitely they're a band that do like heavy music, but with a purpose of giving like a mood or an atmosphere.
Yeah. It's very cinematic for sure.
Yeah, exactly. So if you like at the start don't like that much this kind of atmosphere, or if you're not in the mood for that, like you won't be enjoying the album that much, I think.
Yeah. I can see it being good music in the background though.
For sure.
Just kind of chill out music.
I mean, third band.
I mean, it doesn't have to be 5. Just like
but I want to do 5. I love it. Childhood jams. No, I mean, since As I Dying put out their new album, I listened to it like through and through. I guess I could throw them in there.
Do you find it really good? I won't be listening to it, but do you find it good compared to some of their older material?
Oh yeah, it's really fucking good.
Is it better?
It's I don't know if it's
like take out the nostalgia of it.
Yeah. That's what I was about to say, because there's nostalgia attached to the previous albums, but as modern metalcore goes, it's up there, man.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
It's really good. Like sick riffs, melodies always on points, like soaring choruses.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
There's a lot of singing on this one, right?
Yeah, a lot. I don't know if there's more singing, because like the previous album in 2012 had a lot of singing on it, but I don't think this one has more than the previous one. But like definitely a good part of it, it's clean vocals, but it's great. It's great. He sings really well. The bassist got better when he was in Woven War too. So,
yeah, that's it. Well, they already had a good like clean singing voice, in my opinion, but that's cool to hear that it got better.
Yeah. And I mean, I've been listening a lot to, like, always listening a lot to While She Sleeps.
Yep.
Their new album is bonkers too. Like their last 4 albums for me have been like 100% good. Like I like every song on the last 4 albums. So yeah, that speaks for itself, because as we know, I'm a big metalcore guy, so this is as good as it gets in the modern metalcore realm. So
we're gonna have to have a bigger conversation about this band, because we briefly talked about this the other day. How I find it really cool how just their whole like Patreon and like their warehouse and all this stuff, nice. All the art that they've been doing around the releases and stuff too. So yeah, definitely a cool band. But yeah, music is great.
Yep, for sure, man. I think that's it. So what's your top 5, man?
I mean, I went super simple. I went to my like Spotify stats and checked out what my most listened to bands were for the past 6 months.
How do you know? How do you see this?
If you type, I think it's called Stats for Spotify, but let me look it up. Stats for Spotify. Yeah, statsforspotify.com.
I need to know.
It's fairly rudimentary, but it works. Ooh. That's where I got my info. There's like more ads than actual content, but it works. Yeah, there's artists, albums, and
last 4 weeks all time. Yep, all time is Northlane, As I Dying, Counterparts, Ice Nine Kills.
Oh, okay.
While She Sleeps. City and Color, Vulgaire Machin in Quebec.
Oh, no way.
Dude, that's so good. You like it?
In your all time?
The third one.
In all time?
Yep.
And all time is weird because I usually track all my listening through last.fm. I don't know if you know what that is.
No, what is it?
It's basically like it's a tracker for what you listen to, and it kind of puts it into charts and stuff. But I've been using it since I started listening to music, so it's been tracking everything I've been listening to. I think it's got like a few years, like 4 years or something, where I had an Android phone, and back then there was no way to like have it connect to like the whatever like Google Play app or whatever I used to play like my music on. But aside from that, it goes all the way back to, well, I mean, not since I started listening to music, but like definitely like back to the emo days. It's like since I've been like 15. So it's kind of weird to look at, because if I put all time, I used to listen to a lot more. I used to binge a lot more music when I was younger than I do now. Yeah. So if I put it at all time, all my all time bands are like from way back in the day. So it's kind of like weird. I'm like, oh, come on guys. Like these aren't my favorite bands. Like what the fuck? I was looking at it, I think yesterday, like LMFAO is like 22nd on my list, and I was fucking pissed about it.
Jesus Christ. What a throwback, man. Dude, there's this whole thing with Spotify where I will avoid listening to some bands because I know at the end of the year I'll have the recap, and I don't want people to see that I've listened to those bands. I don't know if you do this, but I do this.
It's hard to listen to music in 2021 being judged.
Because I like my fair share of like gangster rap, and I like my fair share of funny gangster rap, and I like my fair share of funny francophone gangster rap. So I like to listen to Les Anticipateurs sometimes.
Yeah.
And I don't want anyone to know.
You've got like a burner iPhone on the side, so you can listen to it there, and no one tracks it.
Exactly, because I know it's misogynistic, and I know it's like super like, I mean, it's not racist, but it's there's this whole
there's this thing around appropriation and all that.
I'm not, a disclaimer, I'm not like, how could I say it in English? I don't.
How'd you say it in French?
Je cautionne absolument pas ce que ces gens-là disent dans leurs chansons.
Right, you're not backing what these people say. It's just music you listen to. Yeah. No, I get
good,
like
what you mean. Gangster French rap, and I love it sometimes. So that's it. Yep. What are the other artists, man? I want to know.
Well, no, okay. I've got like my 6 months like top metal bands. Let's say I've got this list here.
Yeah.
Brand of Sacrifice.
For sure.
I mean,
great new album.
Yeah, and the one before that, so it's just kind of
everything's good.
Yeah, ever since they've been putting out music, I've just been kind of binging it. And then in second spot, I actually have the Black Dahlia Murder, but
me too.
But well, guess why? So we've been binging the Black Dahlia Murder albums front to back, their entire discography, me and you, because we're gonna do like a tier list thing on your Twitch channel. So man, I listened to every single album. That's like 9 albums of like 12 songs each. So yeah, it skyrocketed to the top. I don't listen to any other band that much, but so it went to second. Brand of Sacrifice was still first. I still did listen to more Brand of Sacrifice somehow than the 9 Black Dahlia Murder albums. But so there's that. But I mean, joking aside, I mean, Black Dahlia Murder is probably one of my bigger like death metal influences in general.
The riffs, man.
Yeah, no, for sure. So I mean, I'm not even mad. Then I've got Crown Magnetar. Do you know those guys?
Ooh, no. What is it?
I
think you sent a song in the Discord channel, right?
Well, yeah, probably. I included them in one of my recent videos as well. It's they just do like super fast but brutal kind of deathcore. It's super fast, and they have a way of having slight slam influences, but there is basically no slam vocals and very minimal slam riffs, which is kind of rare for deathcore bands coming out nowadays.
It's good news for me because I'm not the biggest fan of slam.
Yeah, me neither. That's the thing. Yeah. But it's like kind of I want to compare it to like Aversion's Crown, kind of like take out the choruses and stuff that Aversion's Crown has been doing more in their more recent albums, but like it's just like super heavy breakdowns, really fast riffs, blast beats all around, and the vocalist
is crazy too.
The vocalist is Crown Magnetar. Yeah.
What is the best song?
What
song?
The best song? I really like
Crown Magnetar.
I think it's called Icon of Sin, I think is the name of the song. Which I thoroughly enjoy.
Looks like the look of the band is like they look heavy, they look powerful.
Yeah.
The Codex of Flesh. Codex of Flesh.
Yeah, that's their latest album. Dude. Yeah. That album specifically is really, really fucking good. Cool production too. It actually sounds really good.
Dude, I'll definitely check it out. By the looks of it, looks fucking good.
Yeah. No, it's definitely, that's been some of my favorite for music that's come out as of late. I've got Bleed From Within, which is just my go-to metalcore band. Like for me, they are the top tier best metalcore band. Like when someone, if someone asks me to define metalcore, like good metalcore, I refer to Bleed From Within. Like that's my kind of metalcore that I really enjoy because it's technical enough. It's got a ton of melody. It's mainly heavy groovy, from start to finish. Like it's not like a metalcore band that's got like a lot of singing choruses and stuff like that. It's more straight to the point.
No clean vocals.
Yeah, well, there's a bit of clean vocals on the more recent albums.
Yeah.
But there's really there's not that much, and the way they do it on the songs that they do have clean singing in them is fucking amazing. Like I was very taken aback when they put out their first single for their latest album that had
The End of All We Know.
Yeah, it has a bunch of clean singing on it, and that kind of scared the shit out of me.
I don't see it in my latest tracks, but I listen to it so much.
It's an amazing track, and like I think the first time around I was like, ooh, clean vocals, what the fuck? And then by the end of the song, I was already hooked. I was like, yeah, no, sign me up. This is fucking great.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, they've just got
production is insane too.
Right, they've always had great production, but it's just the style of riffing and how the riffing is just that's my type of shit.
Oh yeah, man, I feel you on this.
And then I guess 5 would be Thy Art Is Murder, and I'm not really sure how.
Really?
I just think I have most of Thy Art Is Murder's albums on my Spotify, so it gets played a lot, like kind of by default, and I just don't skip it. Like I used to love Thy Art Is Murder. I don't really enjoy their later material, like definitely not nearly as much. It's not bad, but it's definitely not like the same kind of enjoyment I get out of it. But I still listen to them when they come on. There's just like a few songs that are super corny on the later albums that I'm like, yeah, no, I'll skip those. But I don't want to throw shit, but some of those songs just have really corny lyrics, and I have a hard time. Taking it serious.
I agree with you. I think, like, again, no shade against the boys in Thy Art Is Murder if they ever listen to this podcast, but I think they how can I say this? I know the words, but it's like formulating my sentence. They have been they move from the hype new top deathcore band to like the boomer deathcore.
Yeah,
if that makes sense.
Yeah, I saw a meme not too long ago that was kind of, how'd they put it? They refer to them as like it's like when your uncles play deathcore.
Yeah, that's pretty much what I meant. Like you can't stay relevant like for so long with that kind of music when you don't like push the boundaries a bit. I think that's Shadow of Intent, Lorna Shore, since Brands of Sacrifice like exist, Thy Art Is, I don't have any like goal to listen to Thy Art Is Murder. Why would I listen to
newer bands have just been doing it better, so it just kind of makes them obsolete. Yeah.
Why would I listen to any other thing than like Lorna Shore or Brand of Sacrifice or Shadow of Intent?
Mm-hmm. I mean, no, I feel what you mean.
They have everything, and
it's funny though because Thy Art Is Murder was that. Right? Mm-hmm. They were that band when Hate came out and we're kind of blowing every other deathcore band out of the water. Like, why the fuck would you listen to something else? Why would I listen to Whitechapel when I can listen to Thy Art Is Murder now? Right? Like that's what it used to be. But I guess times change. Some bands progress. I mean, they've been doing great, like album like sales wise and stream wise, and their shows are fucking packed and doing these fucking huge ass festivals and stuff. So I mean, all the power to them. It's just for people that enjoyed their music for what it was back in the day. It's just there's other things to listen to now, right?
Yep, exactly. I just want to point out something that I forgot to say about my top 5 bands.
Yeah.
In the last 6 months, the band I listened to the most is Erra.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, it's so good.
And probably for the 6 months before that, and the month before that, and the 6 months before that too, right?
Yep.
I haven't. Full disclosure, I'm kind of ashamed. I haven't listened to their new album is out, right?
Yep. And it's good.
Yeah, no, the few songs I listened to were fucking amazing. I completely just left them out. I don't know why. I need to go listen to that. They went back to being super fucking heavy.
Yep, they're heavy, and I mean, they like many bands when they try to like, I don't know, how do I say it? When they try to
people
like
say evolve,
find themselves again.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Right.
They tend to like release an album where they do the best of what they do in both parts. Like they do the best clean copy choruses they can do, and they simultaneously do the heaviest and like fastest and strongest like metal songs ever too. Like, and that's what's happening here. It's just like amazing. Every song is heavy. Every song is like melodic. Every song is super catchy. It's like perfect.
Yeah, I need to go check it out for sure because I've been meaning to do it. I honestly don't know why I haven't listened to it yet.
10 on 10. 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.